Back with you, Roger.
Yeah. Right, it's 10 o'clock by me. I don't know, Rebecca, do you find it it's 10 where you are?
Mine's still saying 10:59, but I can start doing a roll call vote, Chairman, to just check that all the members are back, if that would help. But I'll wait for confirmation that the live stream is working before I do that.
Chairman, this is Emma Code, meeting producer. I can confirm that the live stream is actually working and it has been checked. Thank you. So you can continue with the roll call.
Yeah. Okay, Rebecca, over to you. Lionel, I think you've still got your camera on.
Thank you, Chairman. If the members could just confirm they are present. Councillor Baston.
Yeah, good morning, still here.
Councillor Taylor.
Good morning.
Councillor Code.
Present.
Councillor Eaton-Smith.
Present.
Councillor Harding.
I'm on the planning.
Good morning, still here.
Councillor Hurd.
Yes, still here.
Councillor Kazmarek.
Here.
Councillor Martin.
Present.
Councillor Nicholas.
Present.
Councillor Pascoe.
Present.
Councillor Robinson.
Present.
Councillor John Thomas.
Here.
And Councillor Mike Thomas.
Yes, miss.
Thank you.
Right, it's schoolmaster there, I think. Thank you. So with that, we go on to item 4.2. It's PA 20//02118. Mr. K. McNess, Penrose Nurseries, Back Lane, Cannonstown, Hale. And I think Chantal McClellan has taken us through that one. Are you there, Chantal?
I am, thank you, Chair. I'm just going to share my presentation.
Yeah, if you'd just like to just check that you're sharing your screen with us, okay?
Yeah. Can you see the slides?
That's fine with me. So over to you, Chantal.
Okay, thank you. So the key issues in assessment of the application are housing development, design and appearance, residential amenity, highway and pedestrian safety, climate change and biodiversity. The site outlined in red lies within the settlement of Cannonstown. It's accessed via Back Lane, which provides a connection to the A30 via Heather Lane. The site is not within any designated landscape character area. The site historically formed part of Penrose Nurseries, now known as Heather Lane Nursery, which you can see here. Residential development lies to the southwest and agricultural land lies to the north, with a public right-of-way further beyond. The site has recently been cleared and is predominantly surfaced with exposed earth. However, there are a number of single-storey buildings on the site. The proposed dwelling will sit in a linear pattern of development with existing buildings either side. The proposal does not therefore extend into the open countryside and is considered to be an infill plot. Just to put the site into context, here you can see an aerial view of the site outlined in red, Back Lane and this Heather Lane down to the A30. And then this slide shows the existing and proposed site plan. The existing plan shows a couple of buildings that are due to be demolished as part of the proposal. And here we have the proposed site plan with the dwelling positioned at the front of the plot, an area of hard standing for parking and refuge and recycling. And then this will be the garden area to the rear. So the proposed dwelling is 2-storey in height to be finished in zinc cladding with full height glazing to the northwest gable. It's acknowledged the dwelling is contemporary in design. However, there is an eclectic mix of development in the area. The submitted design and access statement explains the building has been designed to reference typical agricultural type buildings. The proposal is not considered to cause any detrimental harm to the visual amenities of the area. This slide shows the proposed 3D perspective of the dwelling. The building has been designed with minimal openings to the side elevations. Due to its siting and design, it is not considered to cause any unreasonable loss of privacy to the amenity of neighbouring occupiers. It's recommended, however, that if planning permission is granted and no additional openings condition is applied to any subsequent decision. Now just moving on to the photographs. This is taken from inside the site looking towards Back Lane, which would be situated along here. And this is the neighbouring property known as Penrose to the right of your screen. This is a further view taken within the site and just shows a couple of the existing buildings that are on the site that be to removed as part of the proposal. And then a further view of the buildings to be removed and also the neighbouring property. Through sensitive landscaping and the provision of nesting boxes, the proposal is considered to increase biodiversity and accord with the aims and intentions of Policy 23 of the Cornwall Local Plan and paragraph 170 of the National Planning Policy Framework 2019. The proposal would also need to comply with Part L of the building regs to address climate change and achieve sustainable development. It's just a further view again of the neighbouring property and some of the existing buildings on the site. And then this photo shows some of the neighbouring properties which are further up Back Lane. And then this is the entrance to the site. And this the entrance here on the left of the site and Back Lane, which is an unadopted highway. And this is a further view of Back Lane, leading on to Heather Lane. Whilst the comments in relation to Back Lane are noted, the council will be unable to assist that it's brought up to adoptable standards. The maintenance of the road will be a civil matter as this is a private lane. Highways England have recommended a condition that access is provided off Heather Lane and Back Lane only, and subject to conditions, the proposal will not cause any detrimental harm to highway safety. In conclusion, the proposal will contribute to the housing supply. There will also be employment opportunities during the construction phase. In terms of the environmental benefits, the proposal would result in improvement to the condition of the existing site and provide opportunities to increase biodiversity. The application is therefore recommended for conditional approval. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. We have got speakers. The first one representing Ludgerton Parish Council, and it will be Councillor Simon Elliott speaking with the views of Ludgerton Parish Council, acting as a Ludgerton Parish Councillor.
Thank you, Chairman, and the committee. I hope everyone can hear me clearly.
Just a minute, Simon. I think we've got some interference somewhere. Oh, it seems to be
playing the live stream, I think.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, over to you, Simon.
Thank you. I'd like to pass on the views of Ludgerton Parish Council, which have been emailed to me over the last few days for me to deliver. Because there was no formal parish meeting due to COVID, the comments that members raised over this development should have been made more strongly with reference to the documents that you've seen. And fellow parish councillors have asked me to raise the following concerns with reference to the parish design statement and the neighbourhood plan. The zinc cladding and zinc roof is not in accordance with parish design statement section 7, design guidance and recommendations, and is out of keeping with the existing dwellings. There aren't many zinc clad agricultural buildings in the area either. The design therefore does not comply with the parish design statement section 5, character of the built environment, as well as contravening NDP policy LUD 7, sensitive design and sustainable development, particularly clauses 8.26 and 8.27, and does not present evidence to support NDP policy LUD 8, landscaping. The building location is off the existing building line of other houses and a different orientation. Given its design, compared with the mainly bungalows along there, it will be highly visible and there are concerns of overbearing. It was also felt that it does extend into the open countryside because the field there is technically still agricultural land. Thank you.
Right, has any members got any questions for Councillor Elliott? Yeah, Councillor Linda Taylor.
Good morning, Councillor Elliott. Could I just ask the statement then that's on page 28 where it says under Ludgerton Parish Council the application supported, although concerns raised, is that now an inaccurate statement?
The email conversation that was had during COVID does not lend itself to a statement of full support. And I believe certainly the conversations that I've had with other fellow parish councillors, those that I spoke to objected to it on the grounds of the design and those other matters that I've raised. So I personally do not believe that support should have been indicated there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Sue Nicholas has come up. Councillor Nicholas.
Thank you. Thank you, Councillor Elliott. Can you just confirm that this, the clearance on this site has been buildings that would be associated with the nursery and agricultural use?
I'll come on to that when I come on to my divisional member bit, but yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you got any other questions for members, David?
No, Councillor Taylor still has her hand up, but I assume she hasn't taken it down.
Yeah, you did want to speak again, did you? Ask a question again?
No, it's done. It's down now.
Yeah, okay. Right, thank you, Councillor Elliott. The next speaker we got is Mr. Jason Jarvis, which I think is joining us by telephone. Can you hear me, Mr. Jarvis?
Chairman, this is Emma Code, meeting producer. If Mr. Jarvis could press *6 on his phone, it will unmute him.
Are you there, Mr. Jarvis? Mr. Jarvis, can you hear me?
Me?
Good morning. Is that Mr. Jarvis? Yeah, if you can hear that, can you press *6 on your phone, Mr. Jarvis? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Right, sorry, is that Mr. Jarvis?
Yes, hello, I'm Mr. Jarvis speaking. Hi.
Hi, good morning and welcome. Yeah. We had some technical difficulties there. Right.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, when you're ready, you're comfortable, it will be 3 minutes and then we'll prompt you when it's 30 seconds to go. So when you're ready, you know, if you just carry on.
Okay, good morning. My name is Jason Jarvis. I'm the Director of Create Design and Architecture. Yes. Yes, hello, I'm Jason Jarvis speaking. Hi. Yeah, I'm Jason Jarvis from Create Design and Architecture. I'm sitting here with my client here, Hazel and Kevin McNess.
Meeting producer, could we ask the speaker to mute his live stream because we're getting a lot of feed coming through?
I've just done that.
Yeah. So what we'll do is, if you'd like to start again, and take 3 minutes up there, Mr. Jarvis.
Yeah, okay, thank you for that. Yeah, okay, my name's Jason Jarvis. I'm the Director of Create Design. Also, I'm the Cornwall chairperson for the RABA as well. I'm sitting here next to my client, Kevin and Hazel McNess. Basically, they started these all working at Penrose Nursery for over 30 odd years ago, caring and supporting for the nursery. I don't know if members really understand the fact that for that whole period, and it still continues. They have disadvantaged members of the community, adults with learning disabilities who come to the nursery, and over those years they've integrated to help their own well-being by being involved with the Penrose Nursery. They want to stay next to the nursery and live there, hence why we've come forward with this proposed development. As you can appreciate, the vehicle and pedestrian road serving the nursery has always been there. It hasn't changed. We're not changing the existing entrance into the site either. That's still being maintained. In some ways, you could argue the fact that actually having one residential dwelling for the couple here, this elderly couple, will be less. So there's always been vehicles coming and going. Also, to be clear, the road is non-adopted. It's a private road. It does serve over about 15 addresses, which are registered on Back Lane. That excludes the properties on the A30, the properties facing the A30, their back garden, so they potentially could use it. So there's a number of properties do use that road. The actual, to be really summary in simple terms, it is an infill plot, therefore it's planning compliant. There's lots of benefits in terms of employment, materials during construction. It's a self-built home for our clients, nothing else. There's no loss of privacy to any neighbouring properties. You probably know that the fact that all the neighbours are in support of it. They come around to the site regularly, and they are hoping that the permission gets granted today, so there's no issues with neighbouring properties. As you're aware, it's not adopted road, and any matters relating to maintenance and access is a civil matter, not a planning matter. There's opportunity to increase private diversity on the site. It's going to be a high efficient building. It's in accordance with the neighbourhood plan. Highways are no issues. It's a parish, got the parish support. And it all complies with neighbourhood development plan in terms of all the design and in principles, and that's also referred into the planning report as well. So overall, one would hope that this could be approved today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jarvis. If you could just stay on the line just in case the members have got some questions for you. Are there any questions for Mr. Jarvis from any of the members?
I can't see any, Chairman.
No questions for Mr. Jarvis. Right, well, thank you, Mr. Jarvis. Thank you for your attendance. And we'll ask you to leave the meeting, but you'll be, obviously you can live stream it, carry on.
Still watch on live stream. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Right, so with that, we go back to Councillor Simon Elliott, who is speaking as the divisional member for Cornwall Council. So over to you, Councillor Elliott.
Thank you, Chair. As divisional member, I call this on the following grounds. I hear what people are saying about the civil matter. However, there is a clear issue with Back Lane. Whilst Heather Lane, onto which it feeds, is also a private road, it is at least